Well, should we do the 10 Cutters Bluff?
I wasn't able to finish that
Oh.
decision.
Were you able to think about the language on 46C?
Yes.
Okay.
So, the stapled version of the decision that you have in front of you is a track change version of comments that I got from Steve earlier today. So I kept those highlighted so you can see what changed. Example was, because it was based on a previous decision, I only had 3 members voting. So in the final version, I have all the members participating.
Okay.
So on condition 1, I changed that last sentence to read the following. Prior to installation of the fence, the alignment shall be staked in conformance with the location identified at the May 14, 2013 site walk. The staked fence location will be reviewed by the town planner and the abutting property owner to the south to confirm the fence location is in accordance with the location established by the May 14, 2013 site visit. Following installation, a as-built plan shall be submitted to the planning board for its record.
What about approval by the abutter before?
I thought
After it's staked.
Wasn't that just in there?
So the staked fence location will be reviewed by the town planner and the abutting property owner to the south.
Okay, so that all sounds good, but what if the abutting property owner decides to change their mind?
No.
Yep, I can do it. Steve just mentioned that we should probably do reviewed and approved.
Right. If she
doesn't approve.
If she doesn't, then we'll have to have a meeting here and talk, because there were 2 of the planning board members were on that site walk. Our landscape consultant was there, our engineering consultant, and the planner. And we all agreed where the fence was going to go. I just want to get it out on the table if there's going to be any kind of a ruckus. So if she doesn't approve it, then we'll all wind up right here.
And the abutter was not.
No, she
with
was
that
happy.
at all.
So do you need a motion on this one?
Well, I mean, if there's other, I don't know if anyone else had any other comments. The decision solely on that. Like I said, added everyone's name, changed the vote to 5-0, unless people want to vote differently, and accepted the corrections that Steve had recommended. Which I don't think anything was substantive. Right, Steve?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so somebody want to move to approve this?
Yeah, I move that we approve this amended certificate of action as re-amended just now for site plan approval on number 46 Cedar Road.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Great.
This is 54 Western Road.
Huh?
54 Western Road, what is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Okay, so I can just sort of give an overview of this. And that's what these, and I can pass around my iPad to show you. The board had reviewed 54 Westerly back in 2001. There was an existing house, there was a pool in the back, they filled in the pool, and the board had approved the whole landscape plan, lighting plan. And Jay Lavoie actually was going to stop by later on because in case the board had any questions. Basically, within this back area, here's the limit of work that the planning board established back then. Here was the lawn line. What they're proposing to do is bring the lawn line in, put in a pool, all the lighting stays all the same, all the landscaping stays all the same. And let me just get my iPad and I can show you. It's a very thick and substantial buffer around the perimeter. And where they're proposing the pool is right in the middle of the grassed area. So this is looking at the house. This would be where the pool was here. So looking back, it's right in the grassed area. They're keeping all the side vegetation. And this is where coming down to sort of like, a July cutoff. I'd like a little guidance as far as in something like this, where it's an established buffer. The planning board already had gone through it previously, and they're putting a pool in the center. Lighting stays the same except for 3 pool lights. Total wattage of the pool lights is 300 watts. They have 120 watt spa bulb. And this is Town of Weston land here. There's a neighbor over here, but there's a huge wetland here. And you cannot see this neighbor who is through those trees. And we're starting to get so crunched for time that want to get feedback as far as, do we bring everyone back in to take a look at this? Is this something that, having like one member, and this is an existing fence that was approved, that's just where they're going to access through here to construct it without taking down any material.
What's the baseline wattage of the exterior lighting? Where are we starting from?
I have the
You're adding 400 watts.
decision.
Joe's saying 300 or 400 watts on that.
Well, there's 3.
It ends up adding 420 total.
Yep.
Let me just pull up the RDFA decision because
So where's this?
on the right side.
Where's that fence? It says,
It's got to be over here.
Yep.
it says that, so this is the existing trellis bit that you go through,
Exactly.
so arbor
This is
right in
exactly.
here,
Yep.
okay. And this is what's this? Section of one to change over to landscape or equivalent, so that's now going to be pulled in, even though
What's
it's.
the landscape of the equivalent? What would the equivalent be? of landscape?
Let me just get this and show you. Let's take this in
Brick
here.
pavers.
Just broken.
Thank you.
Go ahead, move on.
Well,
Sorry.
Where is their septic system?
It's in the front, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so here's 54 Westerly. There they are.
Under the driveway.
Okay, so here. So evidently, this work, here's the existing house. Then there's this long wing going off here. So their pool's going to be over here. Yeah, because here's the old patio. And then they're going to bring in, I guess, some of this. They look, they're really low. It's everybody. It's off of Buckskin, it's off of Route 20.
Buckskin,
It's
see
Buckskin
Buckskin?
here.
Yeah, that's what it's.
There's Route 20. Where's Loveland is down here. Yeah, there's Loveland. No, not actually there at all. There's quite a bit.
One of the things that we are dealing with in the previous
Oh,
one.
David, now you can see it. I just needed to see it.
Is there an indication of a fence around this?
Well, it has, it
question.
has.
That's
it has-
all
it has
stays
got
the
a
same?
fence, right? Here's the fence.
The fence stays the same.
Right. So this is a chain link fence without a top rail. It stays all the same because
It's
this
already
is
there, you're saying?
Exactly. So this is 35 feet back. Again, here was the preliminary work that went through. So everything stays the same. The only thing that they're basically doing is touching this previously grassed area. The board's 1999 decision only listed out the total number of lights.
No, it didn't list the wattage.
It didn't list the wattage.
I guess that's before we got the wattage.
Yeah.
Jay is going to be bringing that with him, so we could. He's going to be bringing the lighting stuff. He just was going to attend in case we had questions, which we had questions on the lighting, and I
I mean, I
did.
think one thing, because this is before we had any lighting standards,
Mhm.
very much. If we as part of this change, if they can ensure that, you know, all of the lighting is dark sky initiative lighting.
Yeah. All of it is.
Even
yeah.
the existing stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
I was just at the site looking at everything. Everything's dark sky, everything has a solid top, or it's recessed lights. That meets the same fixture requirements that the board has always. It's just, you know, here's that incremental change of that pool.
It'd be nice to get at least a list of all the lights and the lumens. So that
Yeah, and
we
that's
can put that in the file.
for whatever reason, I don't have that approved plan. Jay has it because we were reviewing it. He has the itemized list because there are some lights from the decision that were not installed, and that's often the case. Is that a lot of times people realize they don't need all those lights, or you know they can't find them. They just put something else, or you know. It usually goes, more often it goes from a sconce or a pendant to recess.
Oh, really?
Especially if there's an underhang.
Yeah.
It comes down to cost.
So when you said that there used to be a pool there, is that before they built this house?
Yes, in the pre-existing condition, it was basically like a Cape Ranch type house, and they had a pool, and it's actually, all they did was fill it in. So they're going to be excavating it and putting in.
It was a big problem.
They're gonna have so many
They
leaves in
should
that.
think that
They're gonna have so
that
many
was the
leaves in that
plan all
pool.
along.
There's so many leaves, they're gonna need two.
They're going to have a little
two
bit.
pool boys.
It's going to be a little dirty too. It's,
All right, that's not our big concern.
Okay,
Happy.
so Jay's coming later?
yes.
All right, so we'll talk to Jay about that.
5 minutes. Actually, it's 8:40.
Yeah. Are they here yet?
Let me go check.
How is it today? Long.
It's different than that. It was like Monday and Wednesday. Wow, really? Poor thing.
Good hope,
I will have to put the Board of Selectmen, Select Board today. That was it for me. Couldn't take it anymore.
Hey, Jonathan.
What way did it go?
Are you?
It's Board of Selectmen, it's still Board of Selectmen. Tradition.
So they holding a fourth meeting, or did they actually?
No, we finished.
Thank you.
I'm not thanking you. You were here Wednesday.
No, but